Hello and welcome back to Try Crypto for another video, and in this video we're going to do our first deep dive in lunacy, and it looks like that we are currently dipping our way back down into this zone over here at approximately 0.00007363. Now this is quite a deep pullback already. As we pull back from the green candle here, we can zoom in slightly so you can see exactly what's going on. And there we are. Okay, so we're approximately almost 8% down. But I reckon we should be coming further down there to approximately about 20 odd percent from this move. Or why don't we just measure from there to there? So that means approximately we'll be down by 40%. You could quite possibly trade to go down from here. Shortly, we're going to be diving into the daily chart. And then from there, we should be expecting a humongous trade back to the upside. So if you find that interesting, so please guys, keep watching the show. So let's roll the intro. Hello guys, as I mentioned that we're expecting a deeper pullback from where we are to roughly around about there. And if you trade now, if you've got like a nice little setup, which I can show you anyway, that's going to be approximately 33% move to the downside. Because we still need to clear this invalidation here, which means that could be a nice little trade to be had before we decide or make a decision whether we go further down or upwards. But I think in most cases we should be expecting more move to the upside. But before we do that, let's have a look at the daily and see how we can capitalize this move down. Now on the daily, it looks like we have in fact broken down below this support line over here. So what we will do, we'll take one of the red lines. Actually no, we keep the red line there, and then we will get another one. Or actually scrap that. Or actually nah, just stick to it. Alright, so we've broken down already. So quite possibly what could be played out is two possible moves. Either you can jump on a trade now with the expectation that we're not going to retrace, and then we're going to continue to go from here all the way down to within this zones over here. Or otherwise, in most cases, what could happen is, in fact, if I bring up more arrows, you would see that we could quite possibly pull back from here. Let's turn this red, followed by a continuation down to this area here. And then once this gets played out, then we could possibly, or more likely, be looking for a trade back to the upside. So if this is approximately 33%, then if you were to go for long anywhere between this areas over here, you could be looking at an additional 66%, and that could be a possible trade that is likely to happen because we've actually broken down from the white line. And if we look at these candles over here, we've actually broken down even lower from that. So that means chances are we're going to be filling up this validation there. Now let's zoom out slightly. Alright, so I think we are more than likely to go further down here, but we just need to see a confirmation that we are going to continue to go down there. Only reason why I see there's a wick there and a wick cleared from here to there, so quite possibly we could pull up and break above the white line. And if we break about this high over here, actually let's get the white line. If we break above here, then it's looking more bullish, where we could be doing something like this. If we break up about here, we could do something like this, followed by that, and as a retracement, and then we should head away back up to that top. Now if this gets played out, then we are going to be very bullish. In fact, I reckon if we do play out this move where we don't go any further to the downside, but we do come back up and above this white line, which would be at least breaking through the line, come back for a retest, and most likely to head away back up to the top. This is not going to be like a straight shoot to the top. I reckon we're more than likely going to be staircasing our way up. And if that was to happen, then we could be looking at an approximately 100 and 100 and let's say about 100% move. Now that's quite a decent trade to be had, whether you're leverage trading or whether you are just hodling. Because the price is so cheap, you can actually hodl and add quite a lot to your bags and see literally more than 100% worth of your returns in your trade or your hodl. But if you're a long-term admirer of lunacy, we could actually see ourselves reaching back up to all-time high anytime soon. In fact, if we do zoom up a bit more, we can see this is just one important area that we need to clear. Once we clear that, we could just shoot for the skies quite literally and make an incredibly massive gains. In fact, we could be looking at 0.005 from here, if we break the zone, of course. So from here to there, that's going to be an incredibly insane trade. If you were able to catch it or leverage, that'd be quite brilliant actually. That's almost 300% gains in trade there. So before we get carried away and whatnot, I like to try to be as realistic as possible and not try to shill anything or just pump videos purely just for entertainment. I like to see people make decent trades and earn enough from your trades, and showing you pretty much what's my methodology on how I tend to trade, because I always wait for a confirmation before going in for a trade. Now that's how it looks like on a daily. If we go back to the weekly, it shows that one second. Okay, so it shows that it is more likely that we are going to be heading back on our way back down before we make this move to go back up to the white line. And then once we do so, then I can see us most likely clearing this zone, and depending how we react, whether we just go sideways for a little while before pushing back up, that would be an amazing and incredible trade. Either way guys, and I hope you do like and enjoy this sort of content. If you find it useful, just please give me a like and also leave some comments, subscribe to my channel, and if you like this channel or lunacy, you may also like this one over here too, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.